What's up, everybody? It is Andy Beans here, coming at you guys with a brand new video today. This one is going to be quite a bit different than the previous videos I've been uploading to this channel ever, or really ever anywhere, I guess. These videos are going to be more orientated towards more just me, just express my thoughts and opinions on myself and life in general, and just different stuff of that nature, I guess I would say. This series that I'm going to be starting, there's going to be probably 2 or 3 different types of content I want to start uploading. For sure this series where I'm just kind of talking about myself and how I can improve myself, my past, and how I've dealt with things and how I've looked at them in ways that can possibly be beneficial, and to just get myself and just kind of to document my progress in doing so, and documenting how I'm looking at the world, and documenting how I'm progressing and getting better, hopefully, in my endeavors in life in general. And then some other series that I want to start is one specifically would be a podcast. I want to start initially just talking, probably just me in front of the camera, kind of similar to this, just talking about different news and current events related topics. I think that would be interesting for me to talk about because I do have quite a bit of opinions, and I'm a fairly opinionated person, so I feel like I could bring maybe a new insight or new just point of view on certain things that many people don't talk about. Maybe not, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see once I start uploading that type of stuff. But that's just kind of another example of some stuff I want to do, and kind of just throughout the combination of these two style videos, I just want to start uploading more consistently, definitely more consistently, because that's just kind of one of my goals I have, since this video series is more talking about how just me and how I'm thinking about things and trying to get better in life. These videos are kind of be just a way for me to start expressing myself more and getting out there in terms of just my ideas, because I feel like I've really been lacking that lately, even though right now I'm not in the worst place in life in general. Like, I am working 2 jobs, and the last one, one of them I'm done with this week because it was just like a summertime part-time job that I was doing. But I've been working a lot. I have money saved up. I have the general necessities in life, and I'm able to get through life just fine right now. But there's still more in life that I'd like to accomplish and be able to do, and hopefully these videos will help facilitate that. Kind of like with the podcast, just being able to maybe grow an audience, possibly. We'll have to see. I've tried many times before. We'll get into that. And then with these videos, just documenting how I've done it, I guess, and how I've thought about things. And even if people don't watch, it'll still be good for me to be able to go back and at least look at these style of videos and just see where my mind was at and where my thoughts were compared to where they are at that certain point in time. But other than that, in this first video of this type, I just kind of want to maybe give you guys an introduction, a little bit of myself, and maybe where I'm coming from with a lot of these ideas, and why I am kind of the way I am, I guess, in a brief way. I'm sure later on in these videos, hopefully I'll be able to talk more about these things. But just to start things off, right now always in my life, I've kind of wanting to be some sort of creator or content, just some sort of content creator, I guess, would be probably the best term for it. Ever since I was young, I've always liked photography. Like, I remember even when I was like 10, 12, even younger than that. I'm not sure exactly the age range this exactly started at, but I was at my grandparents' cabin, and I was taking photos of birds, and I just always kind of enjoyed that, and that was just the very beginning of kind of what I've liked doing. And then as that's gone on, I've always just found interest in things like Photoshop, Sony Vegas. When I was younger, probably like 14 or 15, I started watching people like Hutch on YouTube. I drew a lot of influence from him in general, like just as a person, as somebody I looked up to. I had no older siblings, and I never really had the best relationship with my parents necessarily, so I always kind of outsourced my wisdom, I guess you would say, to people on the internet, even though that can be a very dangerous thing, especially for a young person who doesn't really know how to discern what's good information and what's bad information. But I think generally I did fairly well with picking what kind of type of content I was into, and I didn't fall down any deep rabbit holes and became some crazy flat earther or something. So I think that's at least one plus. But yeah, so I would watch people like Hutch, and then eventually I'd even moved on to watch people like Joe Rogan too. I have been watching him since I was about 15 years old, and I'm 22 now, so that's quite a long time, quite a big chunk of my life. I've been kind of influenced by his it's up to 3 hour long, sometimes more than that, episodes of his podcast where he's talking to different guests about many different things, anywhere from science to health to fitness to space to really anything you could really think of. And I feel like he's been a fairly good influence on me in general, just as a as kind of like an adult figure in a way, because I think he's a fairly admirable person. I don't think he's really done anything too bad, or that he has any too crazy of any ideas. I think he's somebody generally that you can kind of look up to, and a lot of people do look up to. A lot of people look up to him as somebody that they can kind of rely on and trust for getting decent information. I mean, sometimes he does kind of miss the point. I feel like some guests are making when they're talking about a lot of deeper subjects. He doesn't maybe get it sometimes, but that's fine. I still feel like what he brings to the table in terms of being a comedian and just all around, I think, decent guy, he can really make for a great conversation with a lot of people and bring out a lot of different sides of people that you normally wouldn't get on a 10-minute TV interview or something like that. So those are two people I feel like I've drawn quite a lot of influence from in general, and so that's always kind of led me to liking. I eventually transitioned from photography. I mean, I still do photography to also doing things like videography. I've done like short films. I've recorded music videos and things of that nature. I've always kind of enjoyed editing videos. That's kind of why I'm doing this too, to kind of get back into the spirit of doing that. I haven't really made many videos lately, and I think this would be a good opportunity for me to start creating content again in a way that is different than I have previously. So maybe that'll give me a fresh look and a new outlook on what I can do, and maybe give me some more freedom, I guess, and some more motivation to create some more content. So that's kind of why I've gotten into videography. I mean, I don't know. So just seeing people who can make content online and just become successful and be able to even just support themselves. I mean, like Hutch, even now, he still streams on Twitch quite a lot, and he doesn't have huge sub numbers or anything like that. I think he averages around maybe like 700, 800 viewers at a time, and he still is able to stream and just have people watch him, and he's able to just live and just be his own person doing stuff like that. And I always saw that as kind of what I would like to do in my future, but I never really knew exactly where I wanted to go with it. So that's why I've done so many different things, from like the photography to the music videos, videography. Even at one point I was hosting concerts, hip-hop concerts in my town. Me and my friend, we basically partnered up, and we had a little business. We did podcasts, we did interviews with artists, we did vlog style videos, we hosted concerts, we even sold merchandise. So that taught me a lot of different things about how to just present a business, kind of, and a lot. It didn't necessarily teach me a lot of things, but it showed me. It taught me a lot of things not to do, I guess, would be the best way to put it. It just kind of, there was a lot of hits and misses on different types of content, and I knew kind of, it just showed me it's educated me more on how I should go about doing things now, because I haven't really done much stuff that's kind of more meme oriented since I was doing Freak Sounds. So I feel like now that I've learned quite a lot about those different mediums and just ways of trying to grow a brand, I guess, I can kind of bring that to myself now and try to hopefully grow something for myself. So like I said previously, though, like, these videos necessarily aren't, the main goal isn't for me to grow an audience. The main goal is for me to be able to show my progression and how my thoughts have been, and just how I've oriented myself and how I've tried to grow as a person. And just because a lot of people, like on YouTube, they say that they don't like to watch old content. Kind of, I'm almost the opposite. I do like to watch it, but not in like a liking way. I just like not like in a self-loving way, like thinking I'm fucking hilarious or shit like that. It's more of like a cringy, but like learning from who I was way, and just kind of in comparing myself from who I was to who I am now to see what the differences are. And maybe it's not always productive for me to do that, because sometimes I do get fairly self-critical, and I might miss the point or just judge myself too harshly on things. But I do, that's just who I am. I go back and watch my old stuff. So I feel like this will be a good place for me to present that style of video and that style of content. The air conditioning just turned on. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. But yeah, so I mean, if people want to watch, that's great. And hopefully, I mean, it's not like I don't want people to watch. If people do, I would enjoy that. And hopefully maybe I could grow some sort of community or following that could bring me into different stages of my life. But that's not the main goal right now. The main goal, I just want to start creating content that I'll enjoy creating and just learning from that, because I don't necessarily feel fulfilled in my current day-to-day life of just working and just minimum wage jobs, coming home, playing video games, watching videos before I go to bed, just going to sleep, and basically repeating the whole process. It's not fulfilling in any way for me, and every single day I just always have thoughts about just how I don't want to be doing that anymore. So instead of just constantly having those thoughts, at least now I'm going to try to at least put in the effort, and if the effort comes into fruition, great, but if it doesn't, at least I put in the effort, and it will still hopefully teach me things. Even if I can't maybe make my own following, if people don't enjoy listening to me talk, maybe I can at least learn different things and learn more, so that maybe I can eventually bring that to the table for some other different type of content creator. If they want to create videos and they need help doing stuff like that, I can help them promote their stuff, create the videos for them, and even something like that. It's still more fulfilling than working some stupid job that it makes me feel like a cog in a machine, where this is where I'd like to be doing more creative processes and creative jobs, where that I just feel more fulfilled at the end of the day. And I feel like this will be a good way for me to learn even more about this space of media and just social media in general, and how to be a better content creator and provider, I guess. And even in addition, I've done things in the past like, I still am, I just taken a little bit of a break from it, but I'm still helping an artist, Young Slump, as you guys have probably seen if you've watched my older content. He's a hip-hop artist from my area, and I've done a lot of his cover arts, album arts, hosted concerts for him when I was doing Freak Sounds, and he's also been a great help for me, and I've enjoyed working with him because he's always just been a friend too. So it's nice when you can work with a friend and everything seems to work out fairly well. Like, we've never really butted heads too much on really anything, so that's always been fairly good, and that's taught me a lot about just the music industry, even because when I did Freak Sounds, I didn't really learn too much about the music industry per se. It was a lot more just about Twitter following and YouTube, and I've always kind of had an interest in hip-hop, so that's why they kind of crossed over. But working with Young Slump taught me a lot more of just about how to post things, monetize them, what people like, what people don't like, and how to present things in a better way from when I knew previously. I'm still not great at really doing any of this stuff, but I feel like I have a good ground level knowledge on a lot of the different mediums and facets of media today, and how to hopefully grow something into something bigger than what I've done in the past. That's kind of really the only hope I guess I would have, is to do at least something better than what I've done before, and that just shows progress, I guess. And that's just what I'm looking for in my life right now, is just to be able to progress at something, get better, and feel more fulfilled. Probably said fulfilled like fucking 20 times this podcast, but episode of this video series that I don't know exactly what I'm gonna call yet. But yeah, I think for this video, I think I've talked enough. Maybe not, I don't know. If you guys do want to leave any comments about anything, you can ask questions, you can give feedback on this style of video, what I've discussed. If you want longer, shorter episodes, just different topics possibly you'd want me to cover, any comments, it's greatly appreciated. Likes on the video if you liked it, that'd be also greatly appreciated. If you guys do want to subscribe, that would also be great, and it'd help out a ton. If you do want to stay up to date with the videos, just to hear whatever I have to say, I guess, the next week or whatever. I don't know how constantly I'll upload these videos. I'm aiming for hopefully 1 to 2 a week. I've uploaded this. I'm hopefully going to edit this video and upload this one tonight. I would like to upload another video before I leave on vacation Tuesday, so hopefully you guys will see another episode also by then. But yeah, I think that is all for today. Thank you guys again for watching, and have a great day.